Yeah, on behalf of BU StudyMate, I welcome you all to this logical and reasoning sessions for PGCET. This is a 3-day session. In this 3-day sessions, we will be learning how to solve the logical reasoning part for PGCET by referring to 3 different question papers, that is of 2017, 18 and 19. So we will go through each and every question in all these 3 papers. We will understand what are the different types of questions that are expected, and we will also know some of the techniques of how to solve that. So for today, we will be solving the question paper of 2017. Okay, so with this, let me begin the session. Yeah, before sharing my screen, I'll just give you a brief introduction about what is logical and reasoning all about. There are 2 different parts, logical and reasoning. Logical means we will be having some sort of what do you call as there is a link between the question. I mean, we need to solve the question in a peculiar manner. There might be a link between the numbers, or they might be having a calculation. There might be series of order. So there will be some logic, and we have to identify the logic, and we have to estimate the reason, probable reason for that. Sometimes, especially for mathematical sort of questions, we will be calculating, and for some other questions, we need to make our own assumptions while solving that. So based on these 2 aspects, we will be solving logical and reasoning questions. And one more important concept you need to bear in mind is, usually the logical and reasoning questions what we solve, that will be having or we can easily find the answers through the options. For most of the logical reasoning questions, options will be very handy. We need not, sometimes we need not to have a calculation for each and everything separately. Sometimes the options itself reveal the answers. So we need to be aware of that also. Anyway, let's see what are the questions. This is the session for MBA, not MCA. Okay. So with this, I'll start sharing my screen, and let's have a look at the question paper of the year 2017. Yeah. So is it visible, I guess? It's visible, right? Please somebody tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's go with the question number 1. That is 51 here. Section C. Section C will be the test of reasoning or logical and reasoning, whatever the name you call. We have the question number 51 to 75. Okay. Altogether, 25 questions we do have in the logical reasoning part. So in this 2017 question paper, you can see here. So the 51, that is the first question under the reasoning is, what will come in the place of question mark? So they have given a set of numbers, and in that they have given one blank, and we need to identify. Yeah, and one request to all of you, please don't type the answer immediately when you see the question. I'll ask you, first we shall analyze the questions, and once I ask you to share your answer, you can then type the answers. As soon as you see the question, please don't type the answer, because others might get confused of or some other people might not able to understand the reason for that. That's why. Okay. Okay, 195. See, they have given the question numbers 1, 9, 25, 49, question mark, and 121. See, before solving this question, I need to tell you some 2 to 3 important points you can note down. For solving the logical and reasoning questions, you need to be very expert or thorough with basic operations, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You need to be thorough with the squares and cubes of numbers, at least up to 20. And then another important thing is, you need to be thorough with the letters and number position. That means we know A to Z has 26 letters, and we know A is the first letter, B is the second, C is the third, D is the fourth. In that order, we have the 26 letters Z. So you need to be thorough with the numbers and the letters position. So if suppose somebody asks what is 18, you should be able to say R. If somebody asks what is 15, you should say O. Or reverse, if somebody asks you what is U, the letter U, you need to be answering 21. If somebody asks J, you need to tell 10. So that's how you should be, that's how fast you should be. Okay. Yeah. So seeing this, we can understand that there is a pattern of questions. I mean the squarings. See, when you observe it, this is a square of 1, 9. It's a square of 3. 25 is the square of 5. 49, it's a square of 7 dash 11. 1 second. I'll paint will be much useful for me. Okay. See, they have given 19, 25, 49 dash 121, right? So when we look at that, 1, this is the square of 1. 9. 9 is the square of 3. Okay. So 25, it's the square of 5. Then 49, it's the square of 7. Okay. Just write square if you want. And then they have left the column blank. And then they have given 121, which is the square of 11. So when you look at it, you can see that they have given the square of odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and obviously we need to have the square of 9, which is 81. Clear? So the answer for this question is option B, 81. Hope you are clear with this. Okay. So we shall proceed further. Okay. Question number 52. 10, 100, 200, 310, and there is a blank. So can anybody guess this? What will be the next number? $430. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, 430. That's right. So how will we arrive at that answer? I'll show you. See, what are the numbers they have given? 10, 100, 200, sorry, and then 310. So these are the numbers we do have, right? Okay. So when we analyze this, the probable answer. So now we will look at this. See, if you look at this, you can see that there is a huge difference between the numbers, right? The very basic operation that we can try is to find the differences between them. Generally, if you find the differences, then most of them it will be solved. So 10 and 100. So the difference is 90. Again, 100 and 200. So the difference is 100. So 200 and 310. The difference is 110. Now observe the differences. So when you observe the distances, 90, 100, 110. So the differences are in a like what we can say, the differences have a gap of 10 numbers each, 90, 100, 110. So how this series will go on? This series, I'm talking about the differences series. So this will be going on 120, 130, and so on. Okay. So obviously our next number, I mean the difference between 310 and the next number here should be 120. So how to find out? It's very simple. We should add 310 and 120. Okay. So this will give us the answer 430. So when you look at it, the difference between 430 and 310 is the 120. I hope you have understood. So what we did is, I'll repeat, we check the differences between the numbers, and the differences had a arithmetic progression with a difference of 10 each. So we need to find the, we have got 120. I mean, the next difference should be 120. So we added 310 with 120 and we arrived at the next number 430. Okay, fine. So next question is find the missing character. Yeah, that's what I told. When you appear for the letters, try to be thorough with the letters and number position. It will be easy to solve. Okay, instead of writing all the 8 to 26 and then finding out for each and everything, it will be time consuming. Better you learn and be thorough with it. So we'll look at this. ADG, see what they have given. A, D, G, D, I, N, D, I, N, I, P dash, I, P dash. Why I told you be thorough is very simple. See, let's put the position of these letters in the alphabet. A is 1, D is 4, G is 7, D is 4, I is 9, N is 14. Again, I is 9, P is 16. So we need to find the position. Now observe the positions. In the first row, 1, 4, 7 means we have a difference of 3 each. 1 and 4, 3 difference, 4 and 7, 3 difference. Come to second row. 4, 9, 14. 4 and 9, the difference is 5. 9 and 14, the difference is 5. Now when it comes to third row, 9 and 16, the difference is 7. Obviously, should have a letter which has having 7 difference, means 16 plus 7 is 23. Okay. So the 23rd letter is W. I hope you are clear with that. So that's how we found out. So when we put up the number or the rank of the letters in the alphabet, we have found out easily instead of calculating all the 1 to 26 numbers. Okay. So this is the answer for third. Once again explain. Okay, I'll just go with the question itself, or wait a minute. See, the question is ADG DIN IP dash. ADG DIN IP dash. So alpha. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ADG DIN IP dash. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ A to Z ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಲೆಟರು ಎಷ್ಟನೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು 14th ಲೆಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು A to Z ಅಲ್ಲಿ A1 B2 C3 ಆತರ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ ಗೆ 14 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ P16 MNOP, ಸೊ NOP 14 15 16. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತರ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟರ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಹೇಳೋಂಗೆ, ನಂಬರ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಒಂದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅವರು 9 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 9 ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ADG DIN IPW ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಈಸಿಯಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಎಷ್ಟನೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಎ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್, D4 G7th ಲೆಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು A to Z ಲೆಕ್ಕ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ D4 I9 N14 ಮತ್ತೆ ಐಗೆ 9 P16. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಬಂತು ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನೇನು. ವೆರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ, ಈ ರೋ ನೋಡಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈಗ 1 4 7 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 and 4 3 ಇದೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. 4 and 7 ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಇದೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರೋ ನಲ್ಲಿ 4 9, ಸೊ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 5 and 9 and 14 ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 5. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ 9 and 16 ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 7. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ 7 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 16 plus 7 ಏನು 23 ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ 23rd ಲೆಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಲ್ಫಾಬೆಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ZY XW, Z 26, Y 25, X 24, W is 23. So 23rd letter of the alphabet will be the answer. That's all. Okay. If you have understood, please send a yes. I'll move on further.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.